Hello guys, welcome. It's Monitor Mondays. This is George Erin, and I have to really go quickly, very hard on this very one. Uh, technical, technically, we have to really just need to digest the market. Uh, we just need to digest the market. Okay, so Monitor Mondays is Akrosfx weekly analysis we do in the market to break down the chart. And quickly, I want to break down this week the chart. We look at Euro USD, Euro Yen, Cable and GJ, dollar card and gold. But most of the times we focused on two pair. We insist traders focused on basically two pairs. So without much ado, quickly let's look at what the week has for us. Last week we quickly saw a confirmation of the bullish trend, where we saw this week and last week very strong market. It just broke the level we were expecting. We projected a 140, 1.40 if that one reaches, we get to 1.4100, and that is what um, today market has. Basically, market is making its way to. All right, so quickly let's go to the daily time frame and see what cable has for us. So we've been projecting. I've been basically looking at this particular level for quite some time. 1.4100 is the target for me on the midterm. I know definitely I expect some reaction from here. Why? Because there was a pause here way back 25th of February 2018. There was a pause to the drive when market started driving down here. There was a pause here, so I will not be surprised if we get stuck in this price zone 1.4300 or 1.4400 to 13700, which is a pip range of, let's say, 500 pip range. We're going to start there. I will not be surprised if market moves in a consolidation for quite some time before it makes its way to the upside. So quickly, let's look at what the market has for us. I'm expecting a bullish for this week, which of course is already started. So probably by I've not looked at we'll go and look at the fundamentals. We'll go and look at the fundamentals. But for now, technically, I'm expecting prices to get to 1.4200 or 1.4250 region. My go-to target will be 1.4230 or 1.4250. It is a very psychological level that institutions would like to pause and build momentum to the upside in the future. So when we go to the daily time frame, you can see clearly how the daily time frame is really marching on boot for boot, a very strong one. So the go-to target is right here. Okay, I'm expecting market to do some kind of pullback, and once we reach 1.40 100 and 1.40 200, we expect the expectation is for market to pause and do some kind of liquidation and distribution before we head to the upside in the future. So this week market is already moving. We saw a strong pull up to we saw a strong move to the upside, and I'm expecting prices to halt and in this particular zone. So I'll be liquidating this very position that I've held for over a week. Yeah, over a week. So I'll not be surprised for a massive pullback. Yeah, I'll not be surprised for a massive pullback. And go to the daily time frame, go to the 4 hour time frame. That is today's trade. So now we are at a very key psychological level. We expect institutions to react, to do some level of pullback before we continue. That's it. So this is not a time to go on a very strong note. Look at how nicely we created a low for the day, then we swung to the upside to all important price level. I keep talking about. So for cable, anybody trading cable should be very careful, because institutions have gotten to the all important psychological level. You could see that in history there was a pause in 2016, then 2 years later, 2018, there was a pause. So in another 2 years later, I will not be surprised there will be a pause again before we move to the upside. Definitely it's a buy for the overall long term and mid term target, but there's going to be some kind of a pause, I believe, before we continue. Anyways, I don't control the market, so it's just my take on this very particular pair. Quickly, when we move to GJ, let's go to the weekly time frame. We saw a strong bull candle happen the whole of last week, and GJ is also likely to do some kind of consolidation, because you could see some consolidatory zone that the market got to reach way back 2018. So just like how there was some form of consolidation 2016 and 2018, I'll not be surprised to see the same thing here. And now the market has really swung to the all important psychological key level, and I'm expecting some massive consolidation in the weekly time frame. It tells you that if that happens, it means that the daily time frame is going to be very busy. It's going to be very, very busy. So if you see the mark, this nice level got broken, it has never been tested. So I'm expecting this, a price of 150 to be tested. 150.00, that is 150.100. I'm expecting that price level to be reached before we see a massive retracement to the downside. I have not really been active in GJ because I missed. Sorry, guys. I missed the way it moved. I missed it. So that's it for GJ. If you go to even the 4 hour time frame, you could see it's been doing nice series of high highs, high low. For I don't like to draw what's the name? I don't like to draw trend lines. I'm not a fan of trend lines. But for the sake of those who really are familiar with trend lines, you can see how market is. This is a channel, by the way. It's a channel. So if you want to know more about this, you're not going to get this thing from me in either. My way of analyzing the market is very simple: equal lows, equal highs, psychological levels, and using my third eye to read markets. And that's basically what I teach. So if you're interested, just hit me, and let's get to work. All right. So back to what I'm saying. You could see a nice trend to the upside, and that is where I won't be surprised to see prices start to do massive retracement in cable, like in GJ, sorry. So I'm expecting that the price of 150.100 to reach, then we see a drop, a little drop, a drop back, as in a drop to the downside. We are expecting a drop before we continue our bullish run. So if you see 4-hour time frame, like I just drew the trend line, like I just indicated, we are expecting some kind of pullback, and it should be around this corner. Yeah, 150 100 mark. So basically that's my take on GJ. You come to the 4-hour, you come to the 1 hour, which is execution time frame, so you will see clearly how prices have fared in today's market. You see that for GJ there was no much move to the upside. So let's see how prices behave. My overall weekly target will be more like indecision. I'll be long, but I'll, because of the psychological level prices has reached, I am more willing um, to do more like day trade or swing for 50 100 pips, then just stay away and see what the market will do before we pump in, we step in the waters again. All right, so quickly, Euro yen. Euro yen, it's some kind of funny pair, you know. Euro yen, it's kind of funny. I see Euro yen continue the bullishness. All right, I see Euro yen continue the bullishness. If you come right here, market is in a consolidatory zone. So you could see that right here, right at this price level, which level is that? There was so much of consolidation in the weekly time frame. So right here, market drops up, market runs to the upside, then drop down, then runs to the upside, then tanked massively to the downside, and the rest is history. So I believe that in this particular zone, we should be expecting some level of indecision. In other words, accumulation will be taking place in this particular level. So you cannot really hold position as a trader if you get to this level. You just have to stay in for 70 to 100 pips, or 50 to 70 or 100 pips, then boom, you just liquidate your positions and stay on the sideline for a better entry. So for Euro yen, my main target will be on the bullish side. However, looking at past data, I will be looking to go long still. Yeah, I'll be looking to go long. So I'm waiting for the right opportunity. Right now in the daily time frame, you can see clearly market is resting, market is making some movement on this particular level. You see this level got broken last week, sharp move up, then a drop. So market is still resting on the broken resistance, now 10 support. So I'm expecting prices to quickly reach here before we continue to the upside. If it reaches here, if price gets here and it fails to sustain, then we're going to drop back into this zone before we finally break through this particular zone. That's 129.50 region. 129.50 region. I use the word region because it's not a precise price level. Alright, so for those of you who understand key levels and institutional levels and support and resistance in the market. Alright, so that's the daily time frame. So I'll be looking to go long on Euro yen. That is even if I trade. Like I said, your focus should be on maximum 2 pairs. And Akrosfx, here in Akrosfx, we look at GJ and cable, Euro yen and fiber, then dollar card and gold. You are responsible for your own action you take on this information. Alright, it is nothing but education that we're giving out. You take whatever that it's good for you, then you just discard the rest. In the 4-hour time frame, yeah, I saw market rallied up in the morning, thinking it's going to continue the bullishness, and now it is dropping. So my go-to level is going to be, if I'm going to trade this, I would like this level to be tested once more before I buy to the upside. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's 4 hours for you, and 1 hour, of course, where we confirm and make and step in the waters. So I'm expecting price to drop back to this level before quickly we move to the upside. Let's look at Euro USD. All right, for Euro USD, which is fiber, it's something that I'm really interested. You can see the number of positions that is stuck on this particular pair, and that's because I've seen something. I have seen something. Not everybody can see what I have seen. Uh, I'm expecting prices to reach to this particular level. Yeah, I'm expecting euro to get stronger. I'm expecting euro to get stronger. I'm expecting euro to get stronger. So if euro gets stronger, then by no time we may reach this level. I don't know when. I can't tell. But I know that in the weekly time frame, this will be the go-to level. Once we run away from this consolidation zone. So I have stacked some couple of positions right there just to liquidate my position on a long term. Maybe after a month, I'll see if we are able to break away from this zone. Then we'll be heading here next, and that is where I would like to take my profit. But hey, my mind can change because management of trade is very important. Adaptation is very, very important, guys. In as much as you analyze, you have to always protect your capital from the predators of the market so that they don't screw you up. All right. So on a very short term, I'm going to liquidate any position. Probably I'll liquidate at 1.2330. 1.2330. I will probably liquidate it at that particular price level. So if you come to the 4 hour, you can see that some patterns are created. You see a clear pattern, and you know what it is. Guys, bull prediction. If we are going to be on the bullish side, our market is going to run right from the current price level. For those of you who took some trades today, you could see how quickly prices run away from 1.2100, and currently it's trading at 1.2170. So 70 pips run away. So it's a bull market for fiber. It's a bull market for euro yen. It's a bull market for cable and GJ. But watch out, the bullishness has been running since October last year. So there could be a little pause to accumulate more positions before the market decides on which phase is going to take. So guys, I want to hold on with gold and dollar card. All right. Akrosfx will bring you nothing but the best. We want to sanitize the industry. There are so many people who are taking forex as a get rich quick scheme. Mind you, it is not a get rich quick scheme, and forex is a business that you need to sit on your ass to steady before the money pours. If anybody promises you a get rich quick scheme, my brother, my sister, I promise you, you'll be disappointed. You're definitely going to be disappointed. My experience in the market has taught me so much that there's nobody in the industry that can convince me that market could make so much money. Yes, at the institutional level, you can make a lot of money because you are using high leverage and more liquidity or more funds. But at the retail level, if you try to turn your $100 or $500 into 10,000, 100,000, with no experience, with no strong knowledge, trust me, you're going to blow your account. And I do not want, that is the reason why Akrosfx is set up to educate the masses so they don't blow their account. It is one of the lucrative opportunities that's falling on our laps. And for those of you who are interested, should run with it. Yeah. All right, guys. So until then, okay. So quickly, before I run out, before I wrap up, let's look at let's look at let's look at forest factory. Right. Okay. So let's look at forest factory. Let's look at forest factory. All right, here we are, forest factory. Let me click on calendar. Let me click on calendar. Alright guys, so when you click on calendar, you could see clearly on what the market seeks to do. You see clearly on what the market seeks to do. So I filter the market with low impact. Okay, so on Monday we saw German info business climate, then the monthly report Germany, Buba. A lot of fundamentals came in today, and we're going to see similar one from EU. All right, so from EU and DJ and UK, we have only CBI realized sales, then 30-year bond auction coming from UK, then EU we have final CPI and final core CPI. All right, that's on Tuesday. And all important Fed Chair Powell testify. Now this is going to really drive, because this red envelope, it means it's going to have strong impact in the market. So watch out guys, that comes in at 3 p.m. Ghana time. And we come to Wednesday, we have New Zealand, Republic Bank of New Zealand, Reserve Bank of New Zealand coming with their rate statement, which is the interest rate, and their monetary policy statement. So it's a busy week for the New Zealand pair, or the New Zealand currency. And we have monetary policy report hearings at 2:30, still on Wednesday. So guys, that's it. These are the important ones. So mostly for me, I look at the ones that will have impact on the pound pairs and the yen pairs. Then I just know that okay, based on my technical, I must make sure the fundamentals are conforming to my technical readings, else I stay away from the market. Alright guys, so without wasting much time, I will say trade safe. Not every day is a trading day, and I wish you a successful trading week. Alright guys, so if you find this informative, subscribe to the channel for you to get notification anytime I post such videos. I do nothing but forex and crypto and personal self-development and stuff like that. So Akrosfx, we have come to stay and to educate you properly, so you will not be a prey to the market. All right, guys. So stay safe. Peace out.